Navigating global economic uncertainty. Xi Jinping's diplomatic push amidst tariff turmoil. The global economy is teetering on the edge of a precipice, grappling with the seismic aftershocks of escalating trade tensions. Amidst the turmoil, Chinese President Xi Jinping has embarked on a proactive diplomatic offensive, engaging key trading partners to forge a united front against the destabilizing effects of protectionist policies. His recent meetings with leaders from Spain, Saudi Arabia, and South Africa underscore a concerted effort to navigate the treacherous waters of a world increasingly fractured by trade wars. Xi's message is clear: unilateral trade actions breed instability and ultimately benefit no one. His discussions with Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez exemplify this sentiment. In a pointed yet diplomatic address, Xi emphasized the futility of tariff wars, stating unequivocally, "There will be no winners in a tariff war, and going against the world will isolate oneself." This thinly veiled reference to the United States' protectionist stance highlights China's growing concern over the escalating trade conflict and its potential to unravel the delicate fabric of global economic interdependence. The meetings with Sánchez and other global leaders weren't merely symbolic gestures. They were strategic moves to build consensus and chart a course toward de-escalation. Xi's invitation to the European Union to collaborate with China in resisting what he termed bullying tactics underscores a growing willingness to forge alliances in the face of perceived economic aggression. This represents a significant shift in geopolitical dynamics, potentially forging new partnerships and realigning alliances in the face of unpredictable global trade policies. The recent actions by the U.S. administration, while seemingly offering a temporary reprieve, only serve to accentuate the underlying fragility of the global economic situation. President Trump's partial suspension of new tariffs, while hailed by some as a potential opening for dialogue, left many feeling a sense of unease. As French President Emmanuel Macron aptly observed on X, formerly Twitter, this pause is a fragile one. The volatile market reactions that followed the partial tariff suspension highlight the pervasive uncertainty that continues to grip global markets. The sudden pause in the implementation of reciprocal tariffs by the U.S., while seemingly a step back from the brink, did little to alleviate the anxieties of businesses and investors worldwide. Notably, the reprieve excluded China, leaving the country facing increased duties on its imports. This selective approach further underscores the complex and unpredictable nature of the ongoing trade dispute, leaving many wondering what the future holds. However, a glimmer of hope emerged as the European Union announced its intention to temporarily suspend its own countertariffs. This move, while seemingly small, signifies a recognition of the shared interests and the potential for collective action in the face of trade protectionism. It highlights the potential for a coordinated response from global powers to mitigate the damage caused by unilateral trade policies. The situation remains precarious. While the temporary suspension of tariffs offers a brief respite, it does little to address the underlying causes of the conflict. The uncertainty continues to fuel market volatility, reminiscent of the turbulent early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. The global economy, already grappling with inflation and supply chain disruptions, is now forced to navigate the treacherous waters of unpredictable trade policies. Xi Jinping's diplomatic initiatives, therefore, are not simply reactive measures. They represent a proactive attempt to reshape the global economic landscape. By engaging directly with key trading partners, China is aiming to forge a new paradigm of cooperation, one built on mutual respect, multilateralism, and a shared commitment to a stable and predictable global trading system. The success of this endeavor hinges on the willingness of other global leaders to prioritize collaborative solutions over unilateral actions, and to recognize the shared interest in avoiding a full-blown trade war with potentially catastrophic consequences. The coming months will be critical in determining whether these diplomatic efforts can effectively mitigate the economic fallout and pave the way for a more stable and prosperous future. The current climate underscores the urgent need for global cooperation and a renewed commitment to the principles of free and fair trade. The alternative, a world fractured by protectionist policies, offers a bleak and uncertain outlook for all.